the Seattle Seahawks.
Dixon to kick off for Seattle.
Game time is here. Glad you're with us. Mike Tirico along with Greg Olson. And we are underway in the Pacific Northwest. From the 35, it's 1st and 10. And he's hit behind the line of scrimmage and taken down right away. A loss of yards. What a message on the first play.
It's a loss of 2.
Mike, this defense talked all week about the importance of coming out fast and starting this game the right way. And it's less about the loss of yards there on that first play and more about just setting the tone. Hey, we're going to be here all day. We're bringing it. And boy, did they ever.
They'll stick with him again. And he'll get them 5 yards closer, but now 3rd down coming up.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 3rd and 7.
From the gun, it's Penix. And that is incomplete. Contact occurred just as the ball was arriving. There are no flags. It's 4th down.
Remember what they told us, Mike, leading up to this game. They said it is so critical for us to find success, especially on 3rd down. We want to maintain possession, extend these drives. Well, the first crack comes up and they fail through the air, and we're going to have to regroup and be able to have better success throughout the remainder of this game.
And this is going to backfire in a big way. Going for it on their own side of midfield, but they turn it over on down.
Coaches love to come out early in the game and establish a very aggressive approach. But I'm just not sure, Mike, if at this point in the game they needed to make this decision. I'm going to be very curious to see, does this come back later in the game to bite them?
Okay, 60 Eagles, 60 Eagles. Get it? 60 Bison, 60 Bison. Street, street. Ready?
First carry now for Kenneth Walker. And this play going nowhere. He is taken down behind the line of scrimmage on their first play of the game. Last play went the wrong way. It sets up 2nd and long. It's 2nd down and 12. Out of the gun, it's Milrow taking the deep shot for Smith and Jigba. That one incomplete. Good job, textbook there, separating the man from the ball, and it'll bring up 3rd down.
70, ready?
From the gun, it's Milrow. He'll look middle, and he's got his man complete. Pickup of 14 on that one. 1st down, Seattle.
That's good.
3rd downs, Mike, those are quarterback downs. Those are the downs where you tend to find yourself in a must-pass situation, and that's where the top guys in the league are still capable of overcoming it. So throw the ball downfield, be accurate with the ball. Winning on 3rd downs, that is a recipe for success. Looked like that might have been a RPO, a run-pass option. The quarterback has the ability to put the ball in the belly of the running back or pull it on the pass. Looked like he might have been better off pulling that one because he handed it off, and there was nowhere for that running back to go.
After the loss of 3, it is 2nd and 13.
Cowboy 80.
From the shotgun, it's Milrow. That's caught. It's Kenneth Walker. And this takes him into the red zone. He's brought down inside the 20-yard line.
And the Seahawks
A gain of 17 yards. It's good for a Seahawks first down.
19-18.
From the gun, here's the give to Walker. And not much there. Good defense. Held to no gain.
16-yard line. A gain of a yard.
They'll run it for the first time. Here comes Zach Charbonnet. And a nice run there as he surges forward. A gain of 8 and sets up third down.
Tag. 76. Smash. Check smash. Check smash. Check. Ready.
Milroe gonna look to run it himself. He will do it himself. He's in. Jalen Milroe. Touchdown Seahawks. The dual threat of the quarterback. When you have one that can run, why not use him, especially down here, Greg? And they punch it in for the touchdown.
There's nothing a quarterback loves more, Mike, than down here near the goal line when he can call his own number. And in this case, that's exactly what he does, and he's able to take it in himself.
Michael Dixon to kick off for Seattle.
7-0 is our score as this kick is sent into the air.
The Falcons take over first and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
Let's go now. Let's go.
They'll begin here on the ground. And he'll get back to the line of scrimmage at best. Might have even lost a yard there.
It's a loss of 2.
Well, they try to get the run game started here early on this drive, Mike, and they're just going to have to do a better job up front. There's really nowhere for this ball carrier to go. You never want to lose yards on first down, but that's exactly the case here.
Here's a 2nd and 12. Throwing is Penix. Going down the center of the field, open man, and it's taken in. And he's down on the other side of midfield. Mark him at the 48-yard line. A pickup there of 19 yards. It's good for a Falcon first down. Now Penix moving to his right. Escaping the danger, throwing and completing.
So he makes his first catch of the day, and even though it doesn't look like much, Mike, sometimes those are the touches that you can build off of. You know, it's like in basketball, what they say, sometimes you just need to see the ball go through the hoop.
Here we go. Hawk 70. Check go.
Off the play fake, here's the lefty Penix. And they're going to get to him and take him down, taken back to the other side of midfield. Montez Sweat getting in there to bring him down. His first sack of the season. So they'll talk over what to do on this third down play as we have hit the end of the first quarter. 7-0 is our score. Greg and I back in the Great Northwest in a moment. So, backed up after the sack, and now it's 3rd and long. From the gun, here is Penix. He'll get this into the hands of his running back. That is well done there, converting on 3rd and 15.
And what really stands out about this drive is the ability of the quarterback to really spread the ball around to multiple targets and put so much pressure on the defense, deciding who do they want to account for, because no matter who they try to take away, the quarterback's doing a nice job of finding the open man.
Here's a handoff out of the gun. Finding space at the 15. And he will get into the end zone. Touchdown. touchdown, Atlanta. It's his 4th rushing touchdown of the year. Spencer Schrader now on for the extra point. The kick is good. And the Falcons will level things out at 7 apiece. We're all tied, 7 apiece. And the kick's away. Corey Horton now to return it. Now an opening past the 30. Nice job on the return. He's down close to the 35-yard line. On first down, it's Milroe. He's going to let this one go deep. And this is too far out in front. That one's incomplete. He was looking for Kenneth Walker out of the backfield. It's second down.
He's going to wish he had that one back. I think his receiver got behind the defense, Mike, and had a lot of room to run, but he just put a little too much on it, and they're not able to connect.
Complete to the former Buckeye, Jackson Smith-Njigba. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield. A pickup of 15 in the air. First down, Seattle.
First and 10 at the 49-yard line.
Pass the 60, pass the 60.
Shotgun run now with Walker. And they'll move this one down inside the 40-yard line. Nice chunk here in this good-looking drive. Pickup of 14 and a first down.
And these are the explosive runs that open everything up. There's all this conversation about the value of the run game, but when you take a look at the best running teams, Mike, it's not necessarily how many yards they run for, it's how many big plays do they generate on the ground. And when you can generate big plays on the ground, it makes everything so much more difficult for the defense.
From the 34-yard line, here's second and 6. Now it's Milroe. Open man is Horton. It's caught. And this takes him into the red zone. He's brought down inside the 20-yard line. First catch for him on the afternoon, and it results in a first down.
First and 10 at the 19-yard line.
The run up the middle, it's Walker. And he shows off those strong legs running through one tackle. Give him a gain of 8.
I think every running back's dream is that he's going to run through a wide open hole and have breakaway touchdowns, but that's not necessarily the case very often in the NFL. So the backs that are the best are the ones that can get more yardage than maybe what's blocked for. And I think this is a nice physical gain here that they can continue to build off of as the game unfolds.
Now a little pop pass. And this drive's going to continue. He's taken down. They are set up with first and goal.
3 yards. And the Seahawks first down. First and goal
On the ready.
at the 7-yard line.
Ready.
Here's Walker. Nothing there. He is fortunate just to get back to the line. Now it's second and goal.
Cowboy 80. Reload. Gravity Lions. Check smash. Hey, smash.
Now, Milroe, this is a designed run. And he takes a really good lick in the backfield. They were all over him defensively for that run.
And after putting together what's been a long and methodical drive, they suddenly find themselves on the verge of potentially stalling out. So this defense, they can get a stop here. That would feel like a pretty big win on a drive that's largely been dominated by the offense.
On 3rd and goal, Milrow. That's going to be broken up in the end zone. Incomplete. There was no space to fit that one in. And now here comes 4th and goal.
For the field goal, a 27-yard attempt.
Carlson's kick is good. And the Seahawks get 3 here late in the first half to take the lead.
Yeah, he does a nice job handling that kick there, but I think offensively, you come back to the sideline and you're thinking, we have to find a way to finish these drives. I mean, to be in 1st and goal and settle for 3, that can be very deflating for an offense settling for too many field goals.
And their own 35-yard line.
Start on the ground. He's fighting to get back to the line of scrimmage, but can't get there. Dropped for the loss of a yard.
I can promise you that is not how they wanted to start this drive, Mike. I mean, to get blown up at the point of attack, there was just nowhere for the back to go on that run.
Now Penix to throw on 2nd down. And that's going to wind up incomplete. Pressure certainly impacted the quarterback there. Couldn't get his arm all the way through. And it's going to bring up a 3rd down. They'll send Flowers in motion. On 3rd down, Penix. He's got his tight end. That's Pitts. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield. Now a timeout, Atlanta. That's their 1st. They get the stoppage with just over 50 seconds to play in this first half. They'll come up here, 1st and 10. Out of the shotgun, it's Penix. That ball flutters to the ground. It's incomplete. Fortunate there wasn't a defender right there in the area. Could have been a turnover. Instead, it brings up 2nd down.
I think he knew in the back of his head, Mike, he had to get rid of this ball a little sooner than he would have liked. And with that pressure getting there in a hurry, it just ends up being a wasted down.
Throwing again, it's Penix. He'll go right and find his running back, and they'll take this down inside the 35.
The Falcons, 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 34-yard line.
Penix going to throw again. Throwing it right into the hands of his running back. And he's going to be out of bounds, but they are in the red zone, inside the 20. 15 more on that connection. They're making it look easy. That's another 1st down. To throw again, it's Penix. That one is caught in the back of the end zone. Kyle Pitts, touchdown Falcons. That his second TD catch of the season. The kick is good, but there are penalty flags down. They might have made contact with the kicker too late. They didn't leave much time on the clock to put together a drive here at the end of the first half. And the kickoff's coming their way. Showing off the big leg. Didn't want to defend a return, so this ball is going to be spotted at the 35-yard line.
Viking 18. Viking 18. Trap 60. Trap 60.
On 1st and 10, it's Milroe. This is caught downfield. It's Dell. And he's down inside the 40-yard line. Now Seattle's going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 13 seconds to play in this opening half. They'll throw on 1st down with Milroe. And he'll be driven out of bounds, and that's a pickup of 8.
Certainly not the biggest play of the day, but a good example of picking up positive yardage, staying ahead of the chains by a well-timed ball and a well-timed route.
79, 60 Bobcat, 60 Bobcat. Ready, right?
Here's Milroe to throw. That is caught at the 3. And he's in. Elijah Arroyo. Touchdown, Seattle. That's his first touchdown of the new year. And he missed it. That's a rare miss for the veteran. They're unable to add on the point after.
Dixon to kick off for Seattle.
So, final seconds of this first half. Looks like they'll take a lead into the locker room as the kick's away.
The Falcons take over 1st and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
On 1st and 10, it's Penix. And left side, it's caught. And he will go all the way. Touchdown, Atlanta.
And what a swing in momentum here as you go into the half. Here you are offensively. Not only are you losing, but you really just have a desperation, no time on the clock. Let's see if we can steal some points. And you convert. Tell you what, that locker room looks a lot different now than it did a few minutes ago.
The kick is good, so add one more, and it will take a first half lead into the locker room.
16.
Third quarter set to commence. And we're back underway here on EA Sports. On the return, here comes Horton. Oh, he's got room past the 30. Oh, nice return, but he takes a big shot at the end of it.
At their own 31-yard line.
Bronco 80.
This drive starts on the ground with Walker. And they will finally get him down, but not before he takes this to the Falcons' 32-yard line. A big one there to start the second half. 37 yards.
Well, that's how you get a drive started. A big play here in the run game, and you have to imagine this is something we're going to continue to see. Success early in the drive typically results in success later in the drive.
19 tight, Dragon 60. 18, Pioneer. Steady.
Now Milroe on first down. It hangs up a bit too much. It's intercepted. Picked off by Maxwell Harrison.
They'll take over first and 10 at their own 16-yard line.
Pitts is the man in motion. Now a toss play, running left, and he is stopped in his tracks. Loss of a couple on the play.
I'd like to see that running back be a little bit more decisive with his cut, Mike. You can see he was a little hesitant, and once you're late making that decision, you just kind of get strong laterally. Great job there by the defense, and he has no choice but to take that loss.
On second down, they'll run. And he'll get forward, give him about 4 yards before getting out of bounds, and that's going to bring up third down.
Brings up 3rd and 7.
From the gun, it's Penix. Open man, right side. He's got it. And he's going to be out of bounds, but up past the 35.
18.
They get 18 on that one. First down, Atlanta.
A gain of 18 on the play.
Pickup of 3. Montez Sweat there on the tackle.
3-yard pickup. Brings up 2nd and 7.
Ball on the 40 now. Here's second down and 7. From the gun, they'll try to run it. And they'll bring this up to the 48-yard line, and that's a first down.
It just seems like every time this guy touches the ball, he makes something happen, and not all of his runs are always going to be positive. He's kind of one of those guys that's going to get a 0, a 1, a 2, but it's the home run threat. It's the big plays that really tip the scales in your favor, and when you can generate those big explosive plays on the ground, man, it makes such a big difference for the offense.
He's going to run it.
Well, let's give credit here to the coverage unit, Mike. There was nowhere to go with the ball for that quarterback. He had no choice but to just tuck it down himself, and he's able only to pick up a short gain.
From the 48-yard line, here's second and 6. Throwing is Penix. This throw right is taken in by Flower. And that's a first down. It will be a gain of 8.
Offensively, landing a lot of body blows on this drive, Mike. Just the ability to steadily march the ball downfield and remain so efficient, both run and pass. As they continue to wear this defense out, they have to find a way to end this drive with points. Anything short of that would be a bit of a letdown.
Awkward throw right side. He'll be taken down rather swiftly after a gain of just 3.
It's pretty well read there defensively. Anytime you throw these quick passes to the wide receivers, you're looking to pick your gain up after the catch. So let's give credit to the defense. Rally and tackle in space and keep that to a pretty modest gain.
Working from the shotgun, he'll hand this one off. And he'll be stacked up at the line of scrimmage.
We're seeing such an uptick, Mike, across the league in these hybrid kind of positionless defenders, especially safety. So are they a safety? Are they a linebacker? They're good in both coverage. And in this case, they can play near the line of scrimmage and still make plays on the ground.
And he's got into Flowers for the connection. He's going to have the first down. So they convert on third down with a pickup of 9.
First and 10 at the 27-yard line.
So we are through 3. Back with more after the break. You're tuned in to the NFL on EA Sports. Set to go now on first and 10. They'll throw. It's Penix. Out to his right. And he'll just get rid of this. Smart play to throw it away. And that'll set up second down.
They just have to be more creative with their route concepts, Mike. I mean, there's nobody open, nowhere to go with the ball, and quarterback's just forced to throw that one away.
Second and 10. Look wide. Get this one complete. And he can't get away. They rally to the football defensively. Bring him down for no gain.
Really well done here by the defense, Mike, executing this zone defense, and they've got to be able to pattern read. You're not just going to drop back to a spot and just play like a robot. Based on what the receivers do off the line, the defenders have different rules of where their zones move to.
Under pressure, and down he goes. They've got him. The former first-rounder, Felix Anudike Uzomah. He's in there to drop him. And it leads to fourth down. So on is Spencer Schrader in a huge spot. This to stretch the lead to a touchdown. This one has plenty of leg. And it is good. A big 3 points as they extend their fourth quarter lead.
And this is what you want. I mean, you clearly have the advantage, but you want to continue to apply pressure. Can you score every time you get the ball? They're able to do that here. They tack on 3 and extend their lead.
He'll get this up to the 28-yard line. Nice place for the drive to start.
Seahawks take over first and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
Cougar 19.
On the ground, it's Walker to start the drive. And he is planted backfield. Defenders crashing through. Blow up that play behind the line. He's going to take a shot down the field. Oh, a lot of chances on that one. It was bouncing around, but it falls incomplete.
They're trying to take the top off the defense, make them feel that vertical threat, and soften everything up. Wasn't a ton of separation downfield, at least not what they would have preferred, and ends up being a wasted down.
Buffalo 18. Trap 60, trap 60.
Now Milrow facing third and long. This one down the field, but lined up incomplete. Elijah Arroyo was the intended target. And that'll set up fourth down.
I just don't like the look of this passing game, Mike. It just seems a bit erratic. On top of the 2 straight incompletions, they've already turned the ball over through the air. And truthfully, with how dangerous some of these throws have been, they're lucky it hasn't been even more.
Now or never, they'll throw on 4th down. And that's going to be incomplete. They had to take that chance, trailing here in the 4th, but they will turn it over on down. Now flags fly. Looked like someone got going early, and it's going to turn into 1st and 15. We're going to go play action with Penix. Forced to his right, just trying to avoid the rush there. He's hit as he threw, and the pass is incomplete.
They got there in a hurry, didn't they, Mike? I mean, luckily for him, he saw that free rusher coming and at the very least was able to get that ball out to prevent the sack.
So 2nd down, and they'll run it. And he'll get nothing here. Back to the line of scrimmage, and that's all.
These edge rushers, they are judged by their sack totals, Mike. They love to rush the passer. But they have responsibilities in the run game as well. Great job here, keeping it to no gain.
This crowd into it now as we get to 3rd down. Now Penix. That one broken up in the end zone. It's incomplete. What great work just to get those hands up there. And now it's 4th down. So on is Spencer Schrader in a huge spot. This to make it a 2-possession lead. And this one right down the middle. It's good. And that could be big. They now take a 2-score advantage. And he'll be out of bounds on the return. And the drive will begin there.
Ready.
From the 25, they'll go to work. 1st and 10.
Ready. Top 7. Ready.
From the gun, it's Milroe. And they'll be set up now. Up past the 40 with that one.
That's good for a Seahawks. 1st down.
Cut 19. Cut 19. Buffalo 18.
1-yard line.
On 1st down, it's Milroe. That one too far out in front to be brought in, and it's incomplete.
I think the biggest issue and why they find themselves trailing in this game, Mike, has really just been the ups and downs of this passing game. At sometimes, he's highly accurate and efficient, but at others, he just misses too many easy throws. Question is, are they going to be able to overcome this quarterback inconsistency and pull this game out?
They're going to work this down inside the 45.
1st and 10 at the 41-yard line.
Throwing again, it's Milroe. That's dropped off for Walker. And he'll be taken down rather swiftly after a gain of just 3.
Brings up 2nd and 7 at the Falcons' 37-yard line.
19 Lions.
Milroe going to throw it again. That is downfield into the hands of Keon Coleman. They get 25 on that connection. It's good for a Seahawks 1st down.
And this is a tricky part of the game for any defense. You find yourself protecting a late lead, and the age-old question is, do you remain aggressive? Do you try to just keep the ball from being thrown over your head and make everything be tackled and played in front of you? That's what every defensive coordinator struggles with, so they can't get too soft here as they try to hold on to this lead here late.
Slant, Smith and Jigba has it. And the Seahawks going to be set up on 1st and goal. Pass play moves them down to the 1.
70.
1st down. First and goal at the 1-yard line.
Walker will take this into the end zone for a Seahawks touchdown. Greg, they are pecking away at this one now. Very big touchdown. Gets them right within reach of pulling this comeback off.
Well, Mike, at the very least, they've given themselves a chance. But can they get a stop and get the ball back again for a chance to go down and really make this one interesting?
Milrow. And he will get into the end zone. The two-point conversion is successful. And game on. Lead is down to 3 here in the fourth quarter.
Everything's about matchups, especially down here this close to the goal line. I think my guy's better than your guy. I'm going to put him in a position to have success, throw it up to him, and let him do the rest.
So they've cut into the lead. Now just a field goal behind as they kick it off.
The Falcons take over first and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
Okay, ready? Throwing now, Penix on first down. This ball batted away. That's incomplete. Reek Woolen that time. Good coverage, and he breaks it up.
And at this stage of the game, it's both teams that are really seeing who can make the big play to swing the game in their favor. And this time, it's the defense. He's able to get his hands on it. Mike, I think they're lucky he wasn't able to get both hands on it because it could have been even a bigger play.
So just under 2 minutes here in this one. We'll come back and finish this one off. After this, they'll look to pick this up 3rd and a yard.
Here we go. Hawk 70, Hawk 70.
Try to pick this one up on the ground. And he's going to be brought down, but not until he gets inside the 35. They get 22 yards there. It's good for a Falcon first down.
Set up. Cougar 19. Bronco switch. Let go.
They'll stay on the ground. The hold closes quickly. He'll pick up about 3. Now Seattle going to use the first of their timeouts, and they'll get together prior to this second down play. To the ground, he'll get it again. And he is out of bounds. That's a couple of yards short of the marker, and it'll bring up 3rd down.
He's done a really nice job making the most of his touches. They've made it a priority. Let's use this ground game to try to wear down the defense, and right now it's one of the main reasons why they have the lead.
They'll try to get this one on the ground. Timeout Seahawks. That is their second. The stoppage comes with just over a minute to play in this one. The offense not coming off the field, and here's 4th down. 4th down, and here's Penix. He's hit after the catch, and the ball comes free.
Mike, we hear that term run after catch so often, and sometimes people miss that there's kind of a middle phase. there's the catch. But before it turns into a run, you have to secure the ball as a ball carrier, right? It needs to be put away, properly held, points of pressure, front tip up against your body. All of that is kind of taken for granted. Catching it is just step one. You've got to secure the ball before you become a runner. Nice job by the running back making the first guy miss, but it's the pursuit by the entire defense. Even though he doesn't get him down on his first try, the rest of his guys are all rallying to the ball, and they bring him down for a short gain.
And it's complete to the sideline. Nice job getting both feet down inbounds.
This is why the timing of these routes is so critical. If that ball is thrown a little bit later, he's unable to keep his feet in bounds, but instead the quarterback is on time and accurate, and the receiver does a nice job not only securing the catch, but ensuring that both feet remain in bounds.
Check smash, check smash. 19 tight, 19 tight.
They'll drop to throw. He's going to take a shot. Sends it down the middle. That is incomplete. Here we go. They're down to what could be their final play. It's 4th down.
But here we find the best laid plans sometimes do go astray. Every offense, Mike, what do they tell us? We want to stay ahead of the chains. We want to stay on schedule. This was a third and very reasonable. Incomplete on that 3rd down try. Now brings up 4th and short.
They're going on 4th down. Milroe has his man Smith and Jigbo working across the field. Now Seattle will use the final timeout, and they'll stop it with 13 seconds left to play.
And these are the moments in the game, Mike, where you need your best players to come through and make their presence felt, and that's exactly what he does there. Picks up a nice reception, good chunk of yards, and they keep their hopes alive.
Chop 60, chop 60. 60 Maverick, 60 Maverick.
To throw again is Milroe. Looking downfield for Coleman. That is incomplete, so the task gets more difficult. Time for maybe 2 plays. That's it. Another try, 2nd and 10.
Tag. Cougar 19. Hurt. Buffalo 18.
Again, it's Milroe. He throws right side down the field, and it is brought in.
It's a gain of 20. And the Seahawks, first down.
So it's a win for the visiting Falcons. This was a game where both offenses were up and down the field, marching the ball at will, matching each other point for point. In the end, got a few more defensive stops than their opponents did. That was the difference in this one. So that'll just about do it for Greg Olson and our entire team. I'm Mike Tirico. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. So long, everybody.